Well, good morning and welcome to your Friday 5 for 5 here on this first day of October. Can you believe that this year is going by so quickly? You know, this morning as I was thinking about what I was going to bring to you guys, I couldn't help but think about Brooks' sermon this past week. And as he was talking in his sermon this past week, he made a point at the very end of the service that wasn't in your Bible notes on the app nor on the screens. But he made the point that you have to weigh the cost of the disagreement. And when he said that, it immediately made me think of something that I had heard in seminary. One of my teachers told us in seminary about worship and about the cost of worship. You know, the first place the word worship is mentioned in the Bible is in Genesis chapter 22, where Abraham is going up the mountain to offer his son Isaac. And we see in this beautiful story, in this picture, that worship is all about the treasure of your heart being laid upon the altar. Worship should be costly. If your worship doesn't cost you anything, then your worship has no worth. Have you ever thought about that before? You know, worship is not about me. It's not about you. It's not about us. It's not about I like this style, I like that style. Worship is about Him. And worship is about us laying down our heart's desire on the altar to Him, giving it all to Him. My prayer every Sunday morning as we come together for worship collectively in the service is that we'll be able to remove all distractions as much as possible and focus on Him and on Him alone. But you know, worship doesn't just happen on Sunday mornings. Worship happens all the time whenever we are laying down our heart's desires to Him, giving Him the worship that is due to His name. You know, I hope that worship isn't something you just do on Sunday mornings. I hope that worship is something that you take part in every day and all throughout the day as we give praise, honor, and glory to the one who deserves it all. Again, if your worship doesn't cost you anything, then your worship really has no worth. You know, this coming weekend, we've got, Brooks will be ending our series on When People Disagree, and I'm excited to hear this final message in that series. If you want to see any of those messages from this series or any of our other series, you can always go to our website, fbcislands.com, and you'll be able to find links to all of those live services. You get to see the worship service, all of the music as well as the preaching there. I'm going to be updating the podcast today, and so you'll be able to go back through whatever podcast app you use and to listen to all of the past sermons on your podcast if you like to do that as you travel. And then also I wanted to mention today, if you don't receive our church newsletter every Friday, it is delivered to your email box every Friday morning, and then it's also on Facebook every Friday. If you don't get that, please let us know at the church office because we would love to make sure that you get that. It's kind of like our digital bulletin to keep us all informed about what's happening. So make sure you check your email box, make sure you check your junk email because it might have gone there. But if you don't get that, please take a look at that because there's a lot of events and happenings that come up within our church that we want you to be aware of and we want you to know about. Know that we love you, know that we're praying for you, and we cannot wait to worship with you this Sunday morning, whether that's on campus or online. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.